What's going on, people? So apparently the Switch has beaten Sony in Japan. This would be bigger if it wasn't understood in Japan that handhelds are the hottest thing ever. Okay? This is the same country in which the PS Vita was successful. This is the same country. This isn't really all kinds of shocking to me. I'm sorry, it's not. Japan loves handhelds. That's just the way it is. They're super busy over there. They are all about convenience. So it makes perfect sense. With a PS4, you are attached to a TV. You have to be at your house. There's so many things that have to happen in order for you to play the PS4. With the Nintendo Switch, you could just easily pick it up, put it in a pocket, put it in a bag, and leave. That is the number one reason the PS4 sales are now beaten out by Nintendo. It's as simple as that. And I have said several times on this channel, convenience is king. Convenience beats everything. Okay? The Switch in Japan just makes sense. Like I said, the Vita was highly successful over there. I think it's still selling, in fact. Just like with Sega and the Dreamcast in Japan, the Dreamcast went on to even battle with the PS3, the 360, and the original Nintendo Wii in Japan. Here in the States, we killed it as soon as 2000 hit. So that should give you just some kind of idea as to why we don't appreciate shit. Okay? We don't appreciate shit. We're a little more stuck up with our noses up in the air a little bit. But overall, Nintendo, cool. You beat the PS4 sales in another country. Cool. It means Nintendo is also the highest selling console in Japan. I can't imagine the Xbox One having that many sales in Japan. So if it's already beaten the PS4, chances are it's been beat the Xbox One in Japan. So Nintendo is the number one company right now in Japan. And again, I'm not super shocked by that, just because Japan actually has a successful PlayStation Vita versus here in the States where the Vita is just like the Sega Dreamcast. It wasn't successful at all. Chances are, give it a few years, like 2025, everybody is going to be talking about what a huge missed opportunity this fucking thing was, even though the library is very solid, even though the games, there's only like a handful that suck. I mean, seriously, and it's not even the software's fault or the Vita's fault, it's just the game overall was handled wrong, trying to either A, port it to the Vita, or just shouldn't have been ported in the first place. Borderlands, anyone? So that should just give you some sort of indication of why the PS Vita was successful, why the PS4 is no longer the number one selling console, why Nintendo Switch is in Japan, because it's a handheld. This is something I've already known. This is something I knew was going to happen. I just didn't know when. I've always known. Yes, PS4 is the most powerful system of 2013. It is no longer the most powerful system of 2019. It hasn't been the most powerful system since 2016, if we're being completely honest. And it looks like the PS5 is focused on power. Looks like the Xbox One is focused on power, both of them missing the complete point that we are no longer about power. We're not. Look what Xbox is doing with the Game Pass. It's all about making the Xbox more convenient to you. Now, they did fail with the Xbox One All Digital Edition because they only put a terabyte in it, and that was outdated in 2016. So, it's all about convenience. Listen to what I'm saying. Look, Sony, look at me. Look, Sony and Xbox, look at me. Power mattered in 2013. It mattered in 2016. We are in 2019 with a handheld that is no longer playing handheld versions of games. The watered down version of games, no, that's not what we're playing anymore on handhelds. We're playing legitimate copies of the PC port of Final Fantasy VII, the PC port of Final Fantasy IX. We're getting Doom Eternal. We have Wolfenstein 2, Doom 2016, Skyrim. All these are playable portably. We don't have to be put somewhere like a couch or a bed or whatever and forcefully on a TV. We don't have to make time like that. We can just take that shit with us and play these big AAA experiences that are not watered down. The graphics, okay, because it's not that powerful with the Switch, but the games run perfectly well. If you go listen to people about these games, they're good ports and they run very well. With hiccups every so often, majority of those games that I named come from Bethesda, so it's understandable. But we have Zeldas. Okay, let me see if I can find my Zelda right here. Yep, it's still here. And when I say we got full-fledged Zelda games, I don't mean this. Okay, this is a great Zelda game, but it looks and plays a lot like the older Zeldas for like the Super Nintendo. With the 3DS, we saw this, what the Switch was fixing to do. We saw it. If you love the 3DS like I do, I love my 3DS. I still fucking play the damn thing. I just haven't played it in a while because I have a Switch. But I turned it on yesterday and played it for like 3 hours straight because it's just that much fun. The games are great. So, Nintendo, cool. Congratulations. You, are running your home country now. Good on you. Hopefully you can keep up the momentum. Hopefully you can straighten out all the relationship issues you have with certain AAA companies. Capcom, I'm looking at you. Especially being Capcom's bases in Japan. Maybe something can happen now that you're the #1 selling fucking console. Hopefully. Maybe that's a pipe dream. I don't know. Anyway, I'm out.